Hi Sam. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks. Excited to learn something new.
Awesome. Today, we're learning the word
rein,
What does that mean?
rein,
has a few meanings in English. It can mean pure, like something that is untainted. It can also refer to control, especially in the context of controlling a situation or someone. The most common usage is usually related to pure.
Interesting. Are there any false friends I should watch out for?
Yes, actually. Don't confuse
rein,
with the English word rein. They sound similar, but they have completely different meanings.
Got it. What about the grammar for
rein,
Since
rein,
is an adjective, it doesn't have a plural or a gender. However, you can use it in comparative forms. For example,
reiner,
means purer, and the superlative would be
reinsten,
meaning purest.
So, I can say,
das Wasser ist rein.
which means the water is pure.
Exactly. And if you want to form a question, you can ask,
ist das Wasser rein?
Where does the word
Rein,
come from?
great question. The word
Rein,
originates from Old High German,
reini,
which also meant pure. Over time, it evolved through Middle High German before becoming what we use today. It's fascinating how language changes, isn't it?
It really is. I love learning about word origins.
Let's break down the word.
rein,
Sure, how do we do that?
Well,
rein,
itself is a standalone word, which means it doesn't have a prefix or a suffix. However, you can think of it as a Lego piece representing purity.
So, there's nothing to build up with it.
Exactly. But it's still a strong word on its own.
Can you give me some similar words?
Sure. Here are a few examples. First, with the same prefix, we have
rechnen,
which means to calculate, and
reformieren,
meaning to reform. Then, we have words with the same suffix like
reinigen,
which means to clean. Another example is
Reinheit,
which means purity.
That's a lot of new words.
Yes. And there's also
reinrassig,
meaning purebred, and
Reinheitstest,
which means purity test.
What situations would I use?
rein,
Great question. You might use it at a restaurant when asking about water. For example, you could say,
Ist das Wasser rein?
Okay, let me try.
ist das Wasser rein?
perfect. Another situation could be when discussing ingredients. You could say,
Sind die Zutaten rein?
Sind die Zutaten rein?
I like that.
and finally, when you're talking about a person's character, you might say,
Hat ein reines Herz.
which means he has a pure heart.
I'll try saying that.
Hat ein reines Herz.
Good job. Now, let's remember the gender hint. Since
Rein.
is an adjective, it doesn't have a specific gender. But you can remember that it often describes nouns that are good or positive.
That makes sense.
About usage
Rein.
is typically neutral and can be used in both formal and informal contexts. Common phrases include
Rein und raus.
meaning in and out, and
Rein theoretisch.
which means theoretically speaking.
Are there any similar words that people often confuse with?
Rein.
Yes, people often mix it up with,
Reinigen.
which means to clean, and
Richtig.
which means correct.
Can you give me some example sentences?
Absolutely. For instance, you can say,
Die Luft hier ist rein.
meaning the air here is pure.
That's a good one.
Another example is,
Das Essen ist rein vegetarisch.
which means the food is purely vegetarian.
And how about a past tense example?
Sure. You can say,
Das Wasser war rein.
meaning the water was pure.
I see.
And in the perfect tense, you could say,
Das Wasser ist rein gewesen.
which means the water has been pure.
This is fun. Can you quiz me a little?
Of course. First question, what does
Rein.
mean in English?
It means pure.
Correct. Second question, how do you say the air is pure?
Die Luft ist rein.
Exactly. Now, what is the comparative form of
Rein.
Reine.
yes, good. Fourth question, what's a common phrase with
Rein.
Maybe.
Rein und raus.
right again? Last question, where does
Rein.
come from?
Old High German.
Reini.
Perfect. You've done wonderfully today.
Thanks. What's the key takeaway from today's lesson?
Remember that
Rein.
means pure and can be used in various contexts. It's a versatile word, and knowing how to use it will really enhance your German vocabulary.
I appreciate all the information, Alex. I can't wait to use it.
I'm excited for you. Keep practicing, and we'll see you next time.